Inst's Journal, Companions. Eons ago, the goddess Heidelin helped create the world. Zodiac, a being of pure destruction, tried to tear the world apart and rebuild it in his own image. This is a battle that has been fought many times throughout history. Each time Zodiac has been defeated and sealed into crystals, each with essence given from the goddess herself. As I arrived in Tensure, I found myself drawn to the Emperor's Tower. Suddenly, time seemed to stop, and I felt an intense pain. As I grit my teeth and tried to take in my surroundings, I found the only other beings around me were a Tonberry, an Eagle, and a Mandragora. More importantly, though, was the goddess Heidelin herself. As I approached and offered aid, she informed us we four are to be the new chosen ones. We must trap Zodiac before he is reborn from the purple cocoon that currently covered the Emperor Mikhail's tower. I was glad to see I wasn't the only one struggling with self-doubt. As we debated our purpose, the cocoon began to rise from the tower and floated to the sea. The goddess passed from existence and time returned. Hasty introductions were made. Ton, a Tonberry gunner, Leandra, an Eagle healer, M8, who has a handshake as large as the axe he carries, and myself, Inst, a black belt banga. We were soon given our first trial as companions. A purple lightning bolt appeared, through which 3 tentacled guard hounds appeared. We were warned by Leandra not to be hit by their draining tentacles. Ton quickly dispatched one. Holy Light another shot, the second. M8 severely wounded another, with a simple fist strike allowing me to finish it off. Leandra stopped to heal a Moogle who was hurt in the fight and received the appreciation that holy warriors truly deserve.
Hello, welcome to Not Enough MP. I am your host, Nick. With me, I have...
Hi, I'm John. I play Ton, your friendly, for the most part, Tonkin gunner.
Hi, I'm Carly, and I'll be playing the Eagle Leandra, the White Mage.
My name is Martin. I play Inst. I'm a black belt pugilist banga.
Hi, my name's Logan. I play M8, the super, always friendly Mandragora.
I guess we can just jump right on into it. Actually, what did you guys think of the last session? Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah?
I planted an axe through something. I'm happy.
There was a bit of a mess that happened.
2 messes.
It's just like our Moogles. We tag team in the Moogle, and we tag team in this.
Yeah,
John's
pretty
got
much.
everything else handled.
That's all we need to do. We just need to learn to grapple all the enemies, bring them into a line, and just let them shoot them.
Actually, if you brought them in a straight line, I could full auto that shit.
That would be ridiculous.
Final boss of the campaign, we all just grapple them. It's like, shoot them!
Shoot them! Shoot them in the head!
Okay.
They all died except for the final boss.
Okay, so you guys are currently in the center of Tensure. There's a little bit of mayhem going on. The guards are kind of running around frantically. Anything that's going to happen to your guys' characters individually, I'm going to text you guys and let you know what's happening or what your character is feeling, just so you can decide whether or not you want to roleplay and let other people know that's what's going on with you. That way I don't, kind of force your hand.
Okay.
All good.
So what is everybody doing now that the mess has been kind of cleaned up and you guys have managed to take care of these creatures? Actually, do you know what? Let's go around and tell each other what your guys' characters look like, because we managed to skip that. So starting with Ton, the Tonkin. Describe to us what Ton looks like.
Okay, so everybody knows what a Tonkin looks like. They all look the same. Green fish people. But unlike the usual Tonkin where they have those loose-fitting robes, he's got 2 bandoliers of ammunition wrapped across his chest, and the satchels all across his belt, a large backpack, a holster on his hip, and his long-range rifle slung across his back, and his assault rifle currently held in hand. Not a lot that makes him stand out from an average Tonkin, really, other than the fact that A, he's not hiding in some fishing village, and B, he's not dressed like, and I mean no offense by this, a monk. he does still have his stereotypical Tonkin lantern. It's just kind of hooked to his backpack.
I always thought it would be ordained onto the front of the gun.
Can't wait on the back.
See, and I picture them, you know how the snipers have the black stripes under their eyes to catch the light or whatever it is? By about level 5, he'll have the Punisher's skull on his chest.
Okay, what does Leandra the Eagle look like?
Well, she looks like most of the other Eagles. She's got the big wings, but instead of most of her other kind have a solid colored wing, hers are more like a magpie wing. So it has like white and black. It goes like white and goes to black.
Okay.
Short hair that is black. That she usually keeps like, I'll say shoulder length, not like really, really short, but she doesn't have like super long hair. The garment she's wearing is more of a loose, like she has basically her midsection covered. She has her stomach showing because they wear nice light clothing. She's got a short kind of dress or skirt, and she has something underneath, so when she's flying around, people can't look up her skirt, obviously. She's not an idiot.
Maid's just jumping in the air. Yeah.
So pretty sure she has like shorts on underneath, but she keeps it light and not much on. She has only a few items of jewelry. She has a amulet around her neck, and she has 2 gold bracelets on each arm.
Awesome. All right. What does M8 look like? The Mandragora.
M8 looks a bit different from other Mandragoras. Unlike a lot of the Mandragoras out there, he only has 1 leaf upon his head instead of 2. He ended up losing this during his escape that's mentioned early on. He has a little hide vest that you see most of them wearing, but with patches taken out from his training. He has little hide booties on. Can't leave those little boots. And he also, the biggest part of him is on the back of his head. There's a pretty, I'd almost say, sort of obvious marking on his back that looks in the shape of M and 8, kind of hence his name.
Beautiful. Okay, and our Inst, the Banga.
Inst is about 6 foot tall. He's a bronze colored. He's got silver eyes. He's not overly muscled. He's got a fighter's build. He tends to wear fairly loose-fitting jumpsuits that allow him the movement and stuff to do his black belt moves. He's got taped hands. They allow him to actually dip into some resin and put glass on him for better fighting. A little bit of a dirty fighter, but you got to do what you got to do to destroy the evil, right?
I guess I never actually described my weapon, did I?
No. What does your weapon look like?
So I've already described this to Nick here, but sort of what my weapon is it looks somewhat of a more barbaric battle axe. It's like almost like a branch, like a really sturdy branch with like the metal going off of it. It's crescent on both sides of it, but the main feature of it is down each side of it is a bunch of vines, and the vines actually spell out the names of my adopted parents, which now, if you guys listened to the intro, one side of it's actually starting to wilt.
I like that added feature of having it wilt. So what are you guys doing right now?
Leandra's going and checking on everyone else and doing heal checks to make sure anyone that got attacked or was nearby is alright.
Okay, roll your heal check.
It's not the best, it's only a 12.
Okay. Everybody looks like they're doing pretty good, except for the one Moogle, which you already managed to take care of last session, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I healed them.
Yeah, aside from that, they're a little bloodied, maybe. Not like physically bloodied, but a little covered in blood. A little dirty.
Well, on that note, if like they're covered in blood, I'm going to get like some kind of container, like a bucket or something. I'm sure I got something kind of on me, and create water into it, and then start like helping them wash themselves off.
They seem very grateful. The one Moogle is like, "Oh, thank you so much." And he's like instantly just kind of almost dives into the bucket and like splashes himself clean.
So Inst is going to make sure that the dogs are completely dead. John's are pretty obvious they're dead, but just try to make sure to get rid of the bodies and stuff. They don't need to be left around where they can rot and fester. Maybe direct the guards to see where they can take them or get rid of them.
Oh, I just kind of imagined you like getting over their bodies and just continuously punching them.
I'm still punching them the whole time.
It's gonna go over to because you said there was an elderly Viera there. That's the one I was protecting. I'm gonna go over to her and the her little one there. I'm gonna go, "Hello, ma'am. Are you all right? My name is M8, and I'm glad I could be of service." And I put my hand out.
She extends her hand to yours and grabs it, and she says, "Why, thank you, M8. You are most friendly compared to most people that we've met." And she shakes it graciously. "Oh, and I am all right. Thank you for asking."
Well, that is good to hear. It's always nice to help a new friend in need. And I turn around and start walking back to the group, just nonchalantly.
What's Ton doing?
Ton's going to click the safety on his assault rifle, make sure that's in place properly, because he knows how twitchy that trigger can be. Sling his assault rifle up his back and kind of reach into his backpack and pull out a large cloth and toddle over towards the mother and daughter and sort of timidly hold it up. I am so sorry. I was just trying to help.
She takes the napkin from your hand and she goes, "Oh, thank you. I know you were just trying to protect us and you were not intentionally planning on spreading its guts all over us. So once again, thank you so much for taking care of that beast. I much more care for the safety of my child than I care about a little blood and guts." And she wipes her face and his face.
That is good. I don't like seeing innocent things get injured, so I'm very glad you're both safe. Have a good day now. He just toddles off quickly.
She kind of has a little bit of a confused look on her face, and she's like, "Thanks." Make perception checks, everybody.
I'm not doing very good today. It's another 12.
26.
25.
Doing better than me. I got a 7.
Nice. Okay, so you guys all notice, actually, even with your 12 there, Carly, that the rift that got torn into space there is still there.
Oh, that's not good. Can I make a knowledge planes on it?
Sure.
Alright, I'll take a step closer, steel myself, and try to peer at it. It's a 17.
You don't know entirely what it is. You just know that it seems to be a passage between dimensions and worlds. So wherever those things came from, it's definitely not from this world. They are probably from another world.
So, is there a way to make that thing not vomit more dogs out?
She would know that the rift has a core, so the only way you can get rid of it is to remove the core, and the core can be in many different things. It could be inside the rift, so you'd have to go inside it, or it could be from another thing basically creating it, like an object that might be in the near vicinity that has been corrupted.
Knowing that much, Tom's gonna reach back and remove the sniper scope from their long-range rifle and use it as kind of a telescope to start looking through the rift and around, see if they can see anything that looks like it could be connected.
You don't really see anything because, for one, Leander hasn't relayed this information to you, so you don't quite know what you're looking for. But everything, aside from the mass chaos, it's really hard for you to get any pinpoints on anything.
You said the rift was down near us?
Yeah, it was really close to you guys.
Well, I'll walk over to the rift and I'll just be like, well, if we could deal with those, I'm sure we could deal with what other nasties come out of there. And I'm still a bit uneasy about walking near it, even as though I'm usually pretty stupidly courageous. So I take my little sack thing I have with me all the time and I start waving it around there to see if it's safe.
When you wave your axe around in it, you notice that your axe goes in and out perfectly fine.
And I just pop right in because of stupid courage.
Oh dear.
Well, I don't know if we need to go in.
Everyone's gonna let me stay in there.
Yeah, no, he was pretty good in the fight. I'm gonna follow after him.
Carly, are you going to relay any of the information you've acquired with, I guess, Ton? Or actually, you can even relay it with Ince before he jumps in.
Whoa, guys, wait. We don't know what we're looking for yet. Don't just go running in.
I'm already in there, so.
MH, from where you are, you can kind of hear some murmurs coming from the other side of the rift. You can kind of make out what she's saying. Do you want to relay about how to get rid of it?
Yes, I will relay about how there is some kind of core, and I'm trying to make sure my voice, I'm not yelling it, but raised voice into the void, or in the rift as well, about how there is some kind of core that could be in the rift, or it could be in a corrupt item outside of the rift.
Do we see anything around the rift, close, that could be, or...?
No, like I said to John, there's too much chaos and everything that you can't really pinpoint anything that seems out of the ordinary.
I'll just go back, back through the rift, but not fully. I just, pop my head out and just look at everyone. Well, if you're looking for a core, it only makes sense that it's inside this place. So we should go. I pop my head right back in.
Give me a moment to get a bird's eye view of this, and I'll go and take to the skies to get kind of a higher view of it instead.
Okay, make a perception check when you get up there with a +4.
Gosh, I'm rolling crap today. So +4, that's a 18.
18. So with the bird's eye view, you notice that there's no items around here that seem like they could be corrupt. However, while you were up there, you notice that kind of on the outskirts of the town, you see another rift has been torn in the old torn down shrine of the Earth Crystal, as well as you see another rift torn in the port off in the distance.
Oh shit, that's not good. Can I see anything that came out of them, or just kind of see the rifts? Not much else at the moment.
Yeah, you can't really see much. You can even hardly see the rifts, but since they give off this weird purple light, that's pretty easy for you to notice.
Alright, I'll kind of dive bomb back down and kind of be like, hey guys, since we're a party and everything, I guess, kind of forcefully, there's other rifts that appeared in the shrine, their torn down shrine. I believe was the Earth Shrine? Because I know about a little bit about the area, but maybe not enough to know exactly. And there's also one over by the docks.
Oh, so that's great.
I still don't feel right about leaving the little guy in the rift.
But right now, Emma's just kind of sitting on the other side, waiting for someone to come through.
So speaking of, we're gonna put a hold on you three, and then we're gonna jump to M8. M8, on the other side of the rift, you see you're kind of on a concrete ground, which is something that you guys aren't too familiar with. You guys have the somewhat concrete. It's not as hard as the stuff that you're currently sitting on. It's got a yellow strip kind of going along the ledge. There seems to be a stone wall along the side with a kind of a oval opening to your left, and there seems to be this giant long metal contraption that has a bunch of little wheels, and it seems to be on some kind of metal looking pathway that you have never seen before.
Oh, interesting.
You also hear a bunch of commotion kind of going on down at the other, down the path, gunfire.
Well, I've heard somewhat of a noise like that coming from our little green friend. I don't like that noise. I'm gonna go back to the rift, and I'm gonna talk to everybody for a second.
Okay.
So right now, as I walk through it, you can sort of see that Edmate's not looking himself. He seems a little bit more down. His leaf on his head is less lively than it usually is. Look, we were chosen by this one. I've been chosen twice, as he brags to himself. But if we can take on this evil, we can take on whatever happens throughout this. I just have a feeling that something's not right with this.
So I'm going to ask him what's on the other side of the rift.
It's hard to explain. Loud taun noises and hard floors.
Loud taun noises?
That's magnificent. I love it.
Hi everybody to another segment of Friendship Corner. I'm your host, Nick. This is our mid-segment where we just give out a nice, friendly shout-out to all those who have helped us out along the way. So I want to start off by giving us a good shout-out to our best friend, Nick Schomer. He's the one that put together our intro for us. You can find him at Sindoran1 on Twitter, as well as his buddy, Aaron Willems. He's the one that's been helping us with all our editing and has been a great help from the get-go. You can find him at Echo Willems on Twitter. Another shout out to Radam and Christopher Duffield. They are our first two Twitter followers. They are absolutely amazing people. They've already given us some great feedback. We love you guys. Thank you for all your support. All our songs that you hear playing around in the background, those are from Incompetech.com. The songs consist of 5 Armies by Kevin MacLeod, along with Latin Industries, Loopster, and Level Up. These are all also done by Kevin MacLeod as well. If you want to chat with us a little bit more, you can chat with us on Twitter, and our Twitter is MPEnuff. Or if you want to chat with us a little bit more, you can send us an email with any fan art. That would be awesome. And you can do that with notenoughmp@gmail.com. Also, in the near future, we're also doing a special Halloween episode. You can look forward to that. It's going to be a little bit special, a little bit different. I'm actually going to be a player in that one, so I'm pretty excited to do that. And if you want to be guest stars and possibly do join in on our holiday episodes, or maybe play as a special unique character, which you will possibly learn about in the next episode. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm pretty excited for it. And we would love to have all of you guys on here with us. So yeah, if you want to do that, you can just hit us up on Twitter or hit us up on our email, and we will get you in as quickly as we possibly can. Alright, so I'm going to let you guys get back to the episode and have some fun.
Well, I guess we should probably go in since you didn't find anything out here. Say as Ton swings his assault rifle back into his hands, clicks off the safety, and just toddles forward enough to put his head through the rift and take a quick look.
So when you poke your head in, you see everything that I described to M8.
A question. Do
Yeah.
I know the knowledge of, like, if we destroy the core of the rift when we go through, do I know if thus the rift automatically closes, we get kicked out, we get trapped?
You instantly will get shunted out of the rift and it'll close.
Okay, so I'll go through the rift, because we gotta close this rift and then head to the other rifts. Might as well start with the one that's nearest to us.
Makes sense?
Toddle in right in behind her. Make sure I've got I'll snap the small scope onto my assault rifle just for safety, and just toddle in right behind, making sure to have my assault rifle butted against my shoulder, ready to go right away.
Okay, what about you, Inst?
I'm going to kind of yell at the guards. If anything comes through this rift other than us, make sure to defend the people and go through the rift.
This might make me a really bad friend, but I completely forgot about Bean when I walked through that rift. I go and get Bean and I start pushing him through.
Okay, so you push Bean in and then you go in after him. The guards take word of what Inst had suggested, and they instantly go sort of like crowding the people away from the rift and try to get them into the houses and into safety. So that's the last thing M8 sees before he goes in. So once you guys get in there, you see all that crazy stuff. A giant metal contraption, you have no idea what it is, on some kind of metal road. You see a long cement path that goes along these building walls, and then a small opening in the wall to the left.
So how big is this contraption?
It is huge. It's about, I think, has like 6 carts.
I'm going to sneak up towards the opening we can see, and I'll take a look in, see if I can see anything.
Okay, make a perception.
12. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, you don't see anything at all. It looks pretty safe.
Maybe Ton can get up high and kind of give us covering fire if something comes at us?
There's not really anything around for him to climb. The walls are pretty flat. There also seems to be a ceiling to this open area, so even the Eagle is going to have a hard time trying to get a distance.
Quick, someone chuck him.
Yeah. So he can't get up on the contraption at all?
He could probably climb the contraption, but the contraption doesn't go high enough to look over the wall.
Well, how high is the wall?
The wall is about 40 feet high, and it literally almost connects to the ceiling.
But it doesn't exactly connect to the ceiling.
Doesn't exactly connect. It has like a really tiny little slit of an opening.
I might as well check it out. So
You're
I'll fly up there to investigate, because gotta know what everything is here.
Okay, so when you fly up there and you peek through, make a perception check.
Alright, let's see if this is a better perception check than one I can normally do. Still not a very good perception check. It's a 16.
16, okay. So you notice that there's a bunch of like houses on the other side that seem to be pretty tightly packed. As well, you see a giant metal cylinder thing kind of on the other side with a bunch of text along the side, and a text that you're not too familiar with. And you also see sparks and flashes and the sounds of gunfire.
The Ton noises.
I'll fly back down and be like, there's houses and a big metal cylinder, some weird words, like, not really much I can get from it.
Well, wherever there's houses, that means homes, and wherever there's homes, that means new friends. We should get over there and see if we can find anyone.
Yeah, makes about as much sense as everything else that's happened today.
A lot of weird shit happening today.
Come to town looking for a freaking job, end up as chosen thing from a god. The hell? He toddles through the opening.
Okay, so once you go through the opening, you follow another little cement path, a bunch of more cement walls. There seems to be an opening slightly to the right in the walls, and there's also a turn to the left. It seems to come to a dead end, but there seems to be a big giant metal house there.
That's an inconvenient place to build a home.
I'm gonna follow behind him, keeping an eye out.
I'll just look at the hole in the wall. How big is that gap?
It's pretty big. It's like a door-sized opening.
Alright, I'll I'll look behind me and make sure people are following me. Ton's not a coward, but he's not the bravest man in the world either. So he's gonna just go toddling behind once he's sure everybody's following. He'll go down that other pathway rather than banging on somebody's random door.
Are you going to go towards the door of the building, or are you going to go through the
path
side door in the wall? The pathway? Okay. So when you go, I'm assuming everybody's following?
Yeah, I'm following up closely behind him with Bean. I can see that he's a bit perturbed.
Yeah, I'm following a few steps behind, giving them room if they need to fight, and for me to heal.
Okay. What about you, Inst?
Yeah, following.
Okay, so once you turn that corner, you see another large path. The path seems to go in between a bunch of these giant metal contraptions that you can't seem to, like, stuff you've never seen before. Like, the technology here is way beyond anything that you guys have ever seen. There's a giant flashing yellow light that says warning on it down one of the side paths. It seems to be the only path that you guys can go. And right when you guys come through there, you hear some footsteps running across the cement, and two people in these blue uniforms with these helmets that seem to have like spider-like eyes on them, a bunch of little yellow eyes, and they seem to be holding some kind of more advanced looking weapon than the type of weapon that Ton has. It looks like it should be a gun, but it doesn't look like it's made of the same materials, and it also doesn't, like, it looks way more advanced than anything that you've ever seen.
I'm taking that.
And they look to you, and they go, "What? More members of Avalanche? We gotta take them out, now! Roll for initiative."
Oh, I can't shake their hand first?
Okay, M8, what'd you get?
You got a 10.
Okay, Inst,
I got a 24.
Leandra,
11.
and Ton.
20.
Okay, so Inst, you get the first move. These guys in the blue uniform with the guns are about 25 feet away from you, and they have their Ton weapons facing you.
Okay. It's nice how they're all branded as Ton weapons now.
Yep, that's the new thing. M8 has made it canon.
Okay, so I'm going to move up to them and attack, and I'm going to use Enforcer to intimidate them. So if I hit, they are coward or panicked for 1d4 rounds if they fail a saving throw.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that's a good start. Natural 1. Woo!
Woo! Natural 1! So as you're like running up to them, you aren't used to this hard cement ground. You're from a desert. This is too smooth for you.
Oh, my feet! Ow! Ow! Ow!
And your toenail manages to like catch in between one of the bricks, and you fall face first into the ground. You are now prone.
The only thing that's bruised is my ego and my face.
In my hands.
But look, that's a
And my
good thing.
feelings.
If you're prone and they're shooting you with a ranged weapon,
They take a
take a
negative.
-4 to hit you.
You planned it that way.
This was 100%.
Yes, I meant to do that. Exactly. Thank you.
100% strategic.
Damn it.
Ton, it is your go.
Alright, so is there a way I can move where I build a line both the guards up into a line?
The only way you're going to be able to do that is if you move about 60 feet.
Alright, well, then I'll just take aim at... Yeah, I'll take aim at one of the guards. Whichever one he was trying to charge, I'll fire at, just in case he decides to shoot at him.
Okay.
And I didn't take the safety off my gun because it doesn't fire. It's a nat 1.
You misfire. Ooh. Okay.
On the plus side, because of my gunslinger skills, I take no negatives for the misfire.
That's good. Off to a good start, guys.
That's why we're the chosen ones.
Look, we're a little nervous in this new area. We're not sure what's going on yet.
I was too excited about the new Ton weapons, okay?
For the first time ever, Emmate's actually sort of sweating.
Oh, things are going bad.
Okay, so one is going to fire at the prone Banga. Once Ince gets a little bit closer, you hear one of them say, "What the fuck is that thing?" And he fires. That's a nat 20.
Shut up.
That is a nat 20. But he has to roll to confirm. You guys don't need to roll to confirm. That's a nat 4, so he is probably going to miss.
This isn't going very well for us.
No.
And this is how the story ended.
Next thing you know, I'm going to ride Bean, and then when I go to run, I'm going to hit my head off a pipe.
So he starts like firing away at you, and this gun is letting out repeated shots. So also something that Ton's gun is not quite familiar with, but you still only take 4 points of damage.
The Ton guns.
Please, sir, may I have another?
And then the other one is going to fire at Ton in the back, because once again he's like, is that a fucking Tonberry with a gun? What the hell's going on here?
I'll donate ya.
How does he know what a Tonberry is but not a Banga? I'm insulted.
Yeah, Tonberries are actually part of this world, whereas Banga are not. And that is a 22 versus your touch AC.
Yeah.
That's where you and Ton started like each other. It's like, you trying to insinuate Bonga are better than Tonkin?
And once again, it's like, "Brah, brah, 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 brah," and you take 7 points of damage.
Ow.
Leandra, it is your go.
And how much did Inst take?
4.
4? Okay. I think you're gonna be okay for right now.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I will attempt to use my power staff and hit one of the guys, the closest one.
Before you do this, can I just say, don't roll a 1.
Let me
Wait,
just
words
double
of courage.
check. It's not a 1. There's a 1 in the number, but it's not a natural 1.
Excellent.
14 versus their touch AC.
14 versus their touch AC will definitely hit.
Okay, cool. I will do 8 points of damage.
Okay, and M8 and Bean.
M8 and Bean, well, M8 sees that they're a bit farther away, so I jump on the Bean with some ride. And then we're just gonna blitz it towards the one that shot at Inst, and we're just gonna go for a regular swing of an axe.
Do it up.
Oh, fuck. 8.
8 is not going to hit. So you go like charging at him, and then you have to like kind of jump over Inst a little bit. So once you jump over and you go to like swing your axe on your way down, and this thing's like, what the fuck is that thing? What is going on? And he quickly like moves out of the way as your axe goes slamming into the ground.
Well, damn it. Does Bean still get a move?
No, because your move action was climbing onto Bean, and then Bean had to move. I guess he could attack. Yeah, he still gets an attack. Yeah, he can make an attack.
Okay, yeah. It was all a ruse. I missed on purpose. So now here comes M8's attack. He's, Bean. Sorry. Look, I'm forgetting my own... It's late at night, I'm forgetting my characters. Gonna go for his own standard attack. My god. Another 8.
Oh, no. So yeah, so you slam your axe in the ground, and he's like, what the fuck? And then Bean comes up to try to, like, smack him. He's like, what the hell? He, like, tries to dodge. He's like, I don't want any of these things touching me.
So I just want to make a point here. Out of everyone,
The
out of
healer did the damage, yes.
the healer is the one that hit and did damage.
Yeah.
Oh
Nobody
boy,
likes
this is gonna be fun.
I'm taking one of those guns after we kill these people.
Okay,
Well, I guess I'll get up is a good start.
that's one move action.
I'll fling a couple of darts at him, I guess.
Do it.
That would be an 11.
So you fling the darts at him, and just kind of knocks him away with his gun.
Darts aren't my thing, okay? I was just trying.
It was a good try. Good try.
And Ton.
Even the guards can hear Ton curse at this point in time. Like, it's in Tonberry. It's in Tonberry, so only Leandro understands that he dropped an F-bomb here, but the intonation is there. So I'll use his move action to pull back the firing lever, snap it forward, and to clear the jam. And then I'll use my standard to try to shoot the same idiot again.
Okay.
I don't... will a 10 hit their touch AC?
10 will not hit their touch AC. So you, like, cock your gun, you get it cleared up, and you're just so frustrated that you don't even take proper aim. You just, like, fire right past his head, and now it's their go. And you're like, fuck, that thing is actually a Tonberry with a gun. Did you just talk? Did you hear something? Like, they just look super confused. They're like, what the hell is going on? Like, seriously, I've never seen these things before. So, fire at the thing with the wings, because that thing actually seems to be doing stuff. And then fire away at you. A 7 versus your touch AC.
No, my touch AC is higher than a 7.
So he's like so freaked out that he's not getting his aim off properly. He's practically aiming at the sky at this moment. And the other one is going to 5 foot back away from the Mandragora, and he's like, get the hell away from me. And he fires, and that is a 20 versus your touch AC, which I'm assuming is going to hit. And that's going to be 4 damage on M8.
Okay.
And Leandra.
I'm going to, since he seemed to be firing really, like, weirdly, I'm gonna kind of open my wings, kind of, like, threateningly, just kind of be like, you know what? If we're gonna do this, let's be aggressive about it, be threatening,
Nice.
try to be a distraction.
Roll an intimidation with a +4.
Okay. Oh,
20.
okay, that's a 20.
Nice. Okay, so they're freaking out. As soon as you open up your wings, they're like, what the actual fuck? Now they're like really freaking out, so now they're going to take a -2 to all their attacks.
And then I will...
Power staff the guy again?
Yeah, I'll power staff the same guy.
Okay.
16 touch.
16 touch AC.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hit their touches.
Cool. And I do another 8 damage.
Oh, nice. So he's looking really rough. So that blast of holy hits him in the chest, and he kind of like heals over a little bit, and he coughs out a little bit of blood, and he's not doing so good. M8 and Bean.
Well, at this point, I'm very upset that I've been hit by the Ton guns. And you know what? I think that makes him upset enough. M8 goes into a bit of a rage.
Nice.
And with that rage, he's gonna end up going right towards the healthiest one of the two and go for a swing.
Okay, that's actually the one that's in front of you.
Even better. So 13.
13 is just a little shy.
And Bean's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna go for the attack there. According to my thing, because you get the shared rage and everything. Does shared rage do shared rage powers, or is it just the benefits of just rage?
I'm pretty sure it's just the benefits of rage.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking there. So yeah, he's just gonna go for the attack against him as well. That's gonna be 17 plus 2, 19.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you hit. So yeah, you swing your axe at him, and he kind of stumbles back, and it kind of leaves an opening for Bean. So Bean jumps up into the air and slams into him. Roll your damage.
That would be 5. Oh, plus the rage. So 7.
And he stumbles back from that.
Now these Beans making up for my mistakes.
Yeah, so far it's the healer and the sidekick of the sidekick.
He's just on the ground grasping his ass going... Not very happy.
I gotta say that I noticed the little tree guy in rage, and it's kind of cute actually, but doing a hell of a lot of damage, so that's good. So I'm gonna make my way up to the guard that's been shooting at me finally, hopefully, and maybe punch him.
Do it up.
All the while I'm admiring the little tree guy Bean, like, oh, he's so cute.
I can only imagine because he's a trans staff, he's red right now instead of the green.
Fuck off.
Is that another one?
Another one.
Oh my god. Okay. So right
I'm
now,
too busy admiring little Bean.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you like walk up and you're about to like punch this guy, and you look down at Bean. You're like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. And you just pretty much stop, so you will be flat-footed if they attack you.
Accidentally punches Ton in the face.
Ton.
Frashin' frackin'. The healthiest of the two, he's going to open fire on.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Frackin' 20 to confirm.
You don't need to roll to confirm.
You doing your little frickin' fracks in the background reminds me of Eric Cartman from South Park when he gets static electricity towers.
See, I was picturing
I
a similar
rolled
exam.
almost minimum damage, so I only do 20 damage with the crit.
Oh, ouch. But that is still enough that you fire, and you manage to hit him right in the center of his helmet, and you see the bullet come out the back end, and not too much blood comes out, but he just falls backwards.
Frashin' frickin'.
They
Oh
start
my.
dancing in his
Hey,
blood.
shut.
Oh god.
Thank you. I really tried that time.
I could tell with the swearing.
Okay, so the other soldier sees his buddies just like fall backwards, and he's now intimidated by the angel that's kind of like standing in front of him, and now he's going to take a -4 to his attacks because he is just so like confused and does not understand what the hell's going on, and he's going to fire at the angel again with a natural 1. He literally just like stares at you. He starts shaking, and
I'll
now he's
ruffle
fucked.
my feathers at him.
My suckiness is rubbing off on him.
Yeah, he
That
just
was
like
my plan all along.
yeah, in a panic, he just like doesn't even attack. He's just standing there and he's shaking profusely, so he's flat-footed.
I will look him straight in the eye and be like, there is no reason to continue. You can surrender.
He's like done, and he books it.
Drop your gun! Drop your Tom gun.
Okay. And you just hear like a clink clank in the distance. And that's where we're going to end it. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I was your GM, Nick. You can find me at Baggy Nicholas on Twitter.
And I'm Logan. I was playing M8. You can follow me at Matey7 on Twitter.
And I'm John. I'm playing Ton, and you can catch me at Darkstrike66 on Twitter.
And I'm Carly. I was playing Leandra. You can catch me at Sweet Little Bee on Twitter.
My name is Martin. I was playing Inst. You can follow me at Darth Molson.
Sorry, I forgot that it's the Sweet Little Bee, not just Sweet Little Bee.
Good job, guys. So yeah, thanks all for listening. Stay tuned for more. Hopefully you liked it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.